Steve Ballmer, the best owner in all of sports. Am I a biased Clippers fan? Of course I'm a biased Clippers fan. But this guy chartered 125 diehard Clipper fans straight from the wall in Inglewood, California to the Mile High City today to give the team every chance they could get to feel some love in Denver. Every 1%er. I am Dave, the Lonely Clipper, and in this video I'm going to break down all of the Game 7 action, including the legendary stat of the game and the most lonely stat of the game. Ty Lue, on his birthday, heading into this one 4-0 in Game 7s. They asked him what his secret is. He says, having awesome players. I guess we just didn't have awesome players today. Derrick Jones Jr. was the replacement for Chris Dunn in the starting lineup. I like this. I think a lot of Clippers fans were rooting for this, either Derrick Jones Jr. in for Dunn or Nicholas Batum. We just needed some more offense. Chris Dunn just hasn't been able to get it done at the basket. He missed a couple of gimme layups in this one, much to the chagrin of Clipper fans. Just was very Westbrook-esque, those moments. And Westbrook was having a grand old time today, wasn't he? Zoo was showing out in the first quarter. His defense looked spectacular on Jokic. He was also getting some of his classic floaters to go. Kawhi was getting doubled, but making good reads, hitting DJ in the corner for a great three at one point. Bogey came in off the bench and looked dangerous. He got some wide open midi shots to fall. I saw a Clippers fan mention that if Bogey had 12, it's going to go a long way to winning the game today. Well, guess what? Bogey had 12, but he just can't get it going from three. If he just hits a couple of those threes that he missed, it could have been a huge momentum saver. Wasn't to be the case. The Clippers managed to lead, though, at the quarter-time break, 26-21, and you were feeling pretty good about the day. It was living up to the hype, it had all the atmosphere, and you thought the Clippers were right in it. But the second quarter, this is when things start getting squirrely. Dunn starts missing layups. Westbrook coming to life with all of the energy. Interesting stat they showed for Westbrook during the game was his Game 7s record, averaging 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 11 assists. And he brought his A game today. James Harden looked tired today. After playing 46 minutes in Game 6, you could really tell. He'd only had the one day off. The 36-year-old legs, they can't hold up in this day on, day off thing. I know everyone's going to be picking on Harden today, saying Harden went missing in another big game, but I actually thought Harden did all right. He only scored 7 points, so that's the thing that hurts you. And he was a minus 29, but everyone was a minus for the Clippers today. But he still got 13 assists, 5 rebounds, 1 block, 2 steals, and only 2 turnovers. So although you would prefer to have some more points from James, I thought he was okay today. I wouldn't say it was a stinker. Jamal Murray didn't get his first field goal until late in the second quarter. So this is where the alarm bells were really going. Ring-a-ding-ding. It was a dismal quarter. We missed everything, and the Nuggets go up 37-21. Batum starts the third quarter, hoping to get some more Game 6 magic, but it didn't work out this time. Kawhi hits a quick three, so you just fingers crossed, hoping for a miracle here, hoping that they can turn it around. But Christian Braun, Christian Braun, however you want to say it, he was just looking killer. He had that looking in his eye. He was staring down Harden. He was guarding Harden to a T, one of the reasons why Harden had such few points. And he was just staring him down after every play. And it almost looked like Harden was cowering to him. Cowering might be too strong of a word, but he wasn't barking back and he wasn't bringing any of your play back. I don't think he had the energy. That was bad news for the Clippers. So down by 25 in that third quarter, Ty Lue thinks time for a change here. Emergency situation. He goes fully small, brings Zoo off the floor. At this point, we just need some more scoring. We need 3-pointers if we're going to have any chance of getting back in the game. But Bogey cannot hit a shot. It's not happening. End of third quarter, we're actually down 27. The small lineup brings nothing, and eventually Ty Lue is forced to wave the white flag. So today, the lonely stat of the game has to go to our man Norman Powell. Powsy, you just didn't show up today. With only 9 points and 3 turnovers, not going to get it done. We needed at least 18 points from Pow today, I think, if we were going to have any chance, and he finished a minus 31. And on the opposite end of things, the most legendary stat of the game has to go to the role player who stood up big for Denver today, Christian Braun. The one staring James Harden down all game like, bro, this is how you do it. This is Game 7. Didn't you know? 21 points, 0 turnovers, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. 3 of those rebounds were offensive, by the way. Is it Christian Braun or Christian Brown? Let me know. I really need to get this right. So it was a disappointing ending to a marvelous year. We probably overachieved in the eyes of many, especially being able to hold to above 500 while Kawhi sat out the first half of the year. We had to win every game, it felt like, that last sort of 10-game stretch just to make it into this series. One of my favorite moments of the year was that overtime win in Golden State to secure this 5th seed so we could play Denver in the first place. It could have gone the other way. We could have lost in the play-in, which would have been way more devastating. But we actually got a full, healthy team to make a run of it. We probably had more talent on the roster than Denver did, but they had more heart. And that was the difference in the end. I am Dave, the Lonely Clipper. And although this was the last Clippers game for this season, I'll be back with much more Clipper content during the off-season. I'll also be covering some more of the other playoff games to come because we've still got an exciting postseason ahead of us, even though the Clippers are no longer in it. Chuck us a sub, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.